Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys feel really good this Monday morning. We're going to get started here today out on the mat. Monday morning mobility flow. We're going to be doing a lot of core this morning to try to activate and center ourselves. So big deep breaths. Really locate your nose in through the nose, out through the mouth, dropping the shoulders. Just kind of feeling how you guys are feeling today, okay? So we're going to start down here on the mat. Let's go ahead and bring our hips down onto our feet. I'm actually just going to have us creep down in a child's pose to begin with. And shake your head no, releasing the tension. Go ahead and shake your head yes. Good. And one more time, shake your head no. And go ahead and shake your head yes. Very good, you guys. You guys are going to come up onto plank and down, up into plank. You're going to put those hands right underneath shoulders. Now really press back into the heels. This morning we're all working on form, seeing how we feel, so no need to rush through anything. Make sure that you're hitting each movement fully. So we're going to start in this plank, and I'm going to go ahead and have you guys come up, lift those hips all the way up. If we're in bended knees this morning, that is okay. Go ahead and straighten out those arms, drop the head in between those arms, and play around with how the calves and hamstrings feel this morning. Stretch them to the ground, reach the hips up to the ceiling, straighten out those arms. And as you guys are coming down to plank this morning, we're going to bring one leg up into mountain climber. We're just touching it at the front. Make sure the heel is down on the ground. Shoulders are pressed away from the body, the ears. We're rocking through this. Let's go ahead and take this foot and take it back. We're going to lift the hips up to downward dog and sit back in this position. Stretch out those heels to the ground. Hips are all the way up to the ceiling. And we're going to take that other leg, draw that foot up towards the hands, and into mountain climber. Heel is on the ground in the front. And you're just playing around with how this feels this morning. If you're up here, that is okay. Whatever you are, wherever you're at, this is about you. Let's go ahead and take this foot back into downward dog. We're going to do that 2 more times on each side. Stretch out those calves. Okay, let's take that original side, pull it up, foot towards the hand, playing around in that mountain climber. If you guys want to go ahead and take one hand up and reach up, you can. Oh, big circle. And let's go ahead and bring that foot back into downward dog. And then foot up to hand, all the way up into mountain climber. Play around, see how that feels this morning. Trying to guide the hips down towards the mat a little bit farther, and you can go ahead and reach up if you did on the other side. Oh, and big circle around. Great job, you guys. Let's do that one more time on each side. We're up to mountain climber, up to downward dog, and down into mountain climber, and up to downward dog, and mountain climber. Great job, you guys. Awesome. All right, let's come back into downward dog. Drop it down to knees. And I'm actually going to have you guys come to the middle of your mat. We're going to sit on our knees this morning for a thoracic stretch. So go ahead and bring those hands forward. Let's play around with reaching all the way forward, separating those shoulders in the back, and then pulling those shoulder blades together, but not bending those arms at all. So drive the hands forward, really pulling those, separating the shoulders in the back, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together, drop the shoulders away from the ears, and squeeze. Good, this is a position I want you guys to be in when you peel one hand all the way back, gazing nice and light over that shoulder, and peel it back to the other side. All right, keep going. Really trying to reach all the way around. Open it up, drop the shoulders. Back to center and back. Good job, you guys. Shake that out a little bit. All right, here comes the fun stuff. So let's flip it over and go ahead and find our core. We're gonna get really centered and focused this morning. Happy Monday morning, okay? So we're gonna do this in a progression, waking our body up from easiest to hardest. So we're gonna start on our back. And let's go ahead and start out with some dead bugs, nice and slow, okay? So 90 degrees in the knees, 90 degrees in the hips, and hands are gonna come straight up. We're just gonna work on the lower half of the body. So drop one heel down to the ground, and then bring it right back up into starting position. Drop the other heel down to the ground, and right back up. Go ahead and keep doing this. I really want you to press that back into the ground. There's a tendency to be able to lift up. Make sure that you're really pressing it down by scooping that pelvis in. We're just warming up the lower abdomen by scooping and then dropping the leg. Let's do 2 more, 1 on each side. Good job. Now we're going to speed this up a little bit, bringing the hands back behind the head, but neck is going to stay on the ground. We're going to go ahead and bring this to bicycle. So moving a little bit close, a little bit quicker. Really drawing the back into the ground now. Pumping those legs, pressing and pulling. Find the breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, you guys. Whew, let's bring it up into happy baby. So flex those feet. We're going to bring those toes to the nose the whole time as one opposite leg and hand drop down to the ground. So drop it, pull it up. Other side. Drop it and pull it up. So we've warmed up the lower core. Now we're moving into all the connector pieces. There are so many different little muscles in your abdomen and in your core that keep your entire body aligned and strong. We have to make sure that we're training all of them for a full body experience. Make sure that the wrists and the heels are getting all the way down to the ground. Working on a little bit of mobility this morning with our core. We're going to do 1 more on each side and happy baby. Good job, you guys. You got this. All right. Pulling it into a Pilates pole. We're going to go ahead and point those toes, and you're going to drop. And as soon as one drops, the other switches. I would really like you to focus on toes being pointing straight up. Do not turn those feet out. I'm a dancer, so I will automatically go to turned out. Pull those toes in towards the ceiling. You guys, I know that you're feeling this morning. Keep it up. We've got 2 more on each side. 1. Good. Go ahead and flip it over. We're going to bring it up into plank and then drive it down to a nice chaturanga stretch. Big deep breaths. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Let's give our bodies a second to reopen up those hip flexors. We're going to reach over, look over one shoulder. And reach and look to the other shoulder. Let's do that one more time because my hip flexors are incredibly tight. So back over to the shoulder. Whatever shoulder you're looking over, the opposite hip you're thinking about driving into the ground for an extra little stretch. Okay, last side. Good job, you guys. Let's go ahead and come on up to standing. We're going to go ahead and put all that core work to the test now, okay? A little bit of balancing. So I'm still working on opening up the hip flexors. So we're gonna go ahead and start at the front of our mat. We're gonna bring one knee up, 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 activating that hip flexor core, and then we're gonna drive it all the way back in runner's lunge. Whatever this runner's lunge looks like for you this morning is okay. As long as you're feeling that stretch in the hip. And drive it right back up, keeping the core tight, activating, pull all the way up through the spine, and right back down. We're gonna do 5 of those on each side. Bring it all the way up. Remember, we're finding the deepest point in each movement this morning, not rushing through anything. Number 4. And one more. Great job. Go ahead and come back into standing. And we've got that other side for our last piece. So go ahead and bring it up to balance. Step it back. Ooh, open up that hip. Oh, nice and good job, you guys. Keep that core nice and tight if you're having balance issues like me this morning. One big reason I like coming to the mat each morning is because it gives me the chance to check in with my body before I start moving through the day. I'm noticing my left side's really tight today, so I'm going to be mindful about that as I'm moving through the rest of my afternoon and going into my workout tonight. And one more. Come to standing. Great job, you guys. Have a great day. Happy Monday. And I will see you later for 30-minute strength session, okay?